I'm one of those people who would actually like to be in control of everything. You may be like that too. I see a lot of women like that who just want to control life. I tried frantically to do that until God grabbed my attention and wrestled my control issues right out of my clenched fists. It happened like this. My youngest daughter attended a large university where campus housing was at a premium. The second year, she was accepted into one of the nicest dorms on campus, but they had a rule. And the rule was you could have the dorm room that you wanted or the roommate that you wanted, but you could not have both. Now, I had heard horror stories of what happened when you took potluck with a roommate, like women having men in their rooms, and I would not have this. I turned into Mother Bear. I was not going to allow my child to take potluck in roommates. Now, I had heard that if your child had a learning disability, they would ditch the rule. My daughter didn't, but I decided to try and make my case with the administrator anyway. So the whole next week, I was on the phone, long distance, climbing up the ladder till I was finally in a conversation with the administrator who could make it happen for my daughter. We talked a little bit, and then came the question, does your daughter have a learning disability? In a little bit of a huff, I answered, well, I prefer not to label people. He bought it. And I called my daughter. She did a dance on the other end of the line. I turned cartwheels on my end of the line. I had made it happen. Except that the roommate that she had chosen, it was a young girl from her church, didn't turn out to be the roommate she had hoped for. In fact, this roommate did have men in the room, a lot of men. And she actually left at Christmas under suspicious circumstances. And all fall, my daughter was calling me and trying to figure out how to navigate this terrible situation. And I knew I was to blame. Trying to control your life circumstances is not trusting God. Well, I learned, some of us more hard-headed people, well, God just has to hit us upside the head with a 2x4, and that's what he did for me. My young daughter has the same control issues that I do, and now when we're tempted, when a situation comes along, we think we know better than God, we look at each other, we smile, we remember, and we trust God. I encourage you to give up control to the God who loves you, to the God who knows best. You won't be sorry.